Alright, we're live for the top eliminator final round here at the 2017 Avenal Sanddrag Fall Nationals. Mark Whitmore will be coming up in the near lane against Jim Rossi. Mark will be in the near lane, Jim in the far lane. And the red light on the left side for Mark Whitmore. Jim Rossi takes the win. Jim runs a 291. Mark was 294. Both racers were set on kill, trying to run close to the number as possible. But the red light for Mark, he left early. So Jim Rossi is your winner and top eliminator here today at the 2017 Avenal Sanddrag Fall Nationals. Now we got a couple top eliminator cars coming up to make a test run. Andy Oliveira will be in the near lane and Craig Brewster in the far lane. .294 with a 3 for Craig Brewster. That is his 5th .294 of the weekend. 5 of them. 5 out of 6 passes. Craig's run .294. Andy Oliveira, awesome run for him. 303. Personal best number for him. That car is that's going to be a big-time contender as he gets more laps on it. 303 for Andy Oliveira in the near side. Jim Rossi goes Craig Brewster 294 with a 3 over on the far side. So we had a lot of action just there in the few minutes we've been live. We ran the top eliminator final where Jim Rossi took the win. Great job by the Bad Toy team this weekend. Jim ran a 291, but he got the win as Mark Whitmore left too soon. Threw away a 294 lap. So Jim Rossi is your top eliminator winner this weekend. So you're watching the National Sanddrag News live stream presented by, there you go, Avenal Sanddrags. Big shout out to the whole crew here at Avenal Sanddrags. They put a lot of effort in this weekend. They actually had their largest racer turnout here this weekend at over 300 racer entries. It's been quite a weekend here at Avenal. And we're getting down to finals time. We just ran the top eliminator final. Next up, we have the Pro 1 semifinals, down to 4 cars. We're going to have Dave Stidham up against Wes Johnson, and Robert Watanabe up against George Amos. Pro 2 class, we're down to 4 cars, semifinals. They'll be up after Pro 1, and then Pro 3, we're at 8 cars, quarterfinals. So not a whole lot left, but some excellent racing. The best of the best are going to be in it. Going for the big money here today. Added bonus money, $1,000 in Pro 1, $1,500 in both Pro 2 and Pro 3. So big money on the line for these guys. That's on top of the normal Avenal Sand Drags purse. So very lucrative event to win, and we'll see who can turn on that last win light in each class. So I thank everybody for tuning in this Sunday evening. We're sitting here in Avenal, California, about halfway between Fresno and Bakersfield, watching some sand drag action. Yep, we had 29, or I'm sorry, I think it was 31 first round in Pro 3. Huge field for Pro 3 today. Lots of cars. We had 16 in, actually it was 29 in Pro 3, 16 in Pro 1, and 16 in Pro 2. So here we go, first pair, Pro 1 semi. It's going to be Super Dave Stedham, over here on the near side. Making the trip down from Washington. He'll be up against Wes Johnson out of Hemet, California, in the Rad Larry Minor Motorsports built Jeep. Break for Dave. He's going to be unable to make the run. He had an issue with his shift linkage on the last pass. Got the win, but unfortunately it looks like whatever the fix was didn't hold. So Wes Johnson will get a solo to the final round in Pro 1. Not sure what happened there, but Wes Johnson will move on. He'll be in the final. Final for Pro 1. Next up is going to be a dragster battle. Robert Watanabe over here at the near side of the And Robert Watanabe's going to the final round, 341 on the 40 dial. George Amos red lighted, left too soon, so the Pro 1 final will be Wes Johnson versus Robert Watanabe. Pro 2 is up next, semifinals. We got some pretty big hitters still in this one. Your first pair will be Justin Adamson against Perry Stumbaugh, and then it's going to be a big matchup. Second out, it'll be Chris Adamson versus Charlie Johnson. Tractors are heading back this way, so we'll have to wait a couple seconds here for this tractors to come back. You're ready for Pro 2 semifinals here at Avenal Sandbags, Avenal, California, as we wrap up the 2017 Fall Nationals. Warmed up pretty nicely here today. The warmest of the 3 days, probably in the mid-70s. A little bit of wind, but not bad. Wrapping things up here on Sunday, race day. Like I said, we're down to the semifinals in Pro 2, at the quarterfinals in Pro 3, and then, as you just saw, we just completed the semifinals in Pro 1, so only 2 cars will be left as they come back for the final round. To put a wrap on things here in Avenal. It's been a long weekend of racing, but lots of great on-track action. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen here on National Sanddrag News this weekend. Shout out to everybody checking in. Everybody's enjoying the coverage this weekend. First out, Justin Adamson will be in the near lane up against Perry Stumbaugh. Justin Adamson's going to the final, 432 on the 25 dial. Nice lap for Justin. So we'll see who he will meet in the Pro 2 final. Will it be his dad, Chris Adamson? Or will it be Charlie Johnson? Chris won the Friday Night Pro Gambler. Charlie won the Saturday Night Gambler. These guys are both many time event winners. Charlie Johnson got the win there. 421 with a 3 on the 20 dial. Chris Adamson, he dialed 422 and ran 421 with a 6, breaking out by 0.04 of a second. So Charlie Johnson will face Justin Adamson in the Pro 2 final. And I believe both of those racers are still in Pro 3. So here we go, 8 cars left. Pro 3 quarterfinals are up next. Semifinals. Eight cars left. Big field, like I said, 29 entries strong to start with. Tractors are off the track. It looks like we're waiting on a couple, maybe, we're waiting on Chris and Charlie. They're both still in. You saw them go down the track in Pro 2. Here comes Chris. Getting ready pretty quick. They didn't realize they were first out. So it's going to be Chris Adamson up against Tony Suarez. Tony was your runner-up last night in the Pro Gambler. So both these racers have been going rounds all weekend long. Second pair, it'll be Richard Ross against Stacy Bolton. And then it'll be Justin Adamson against Ron Hess. And it looks like the last pair will be Tim Gilmore versus Charlie Johnson. So those are your 8 cars left in Pro 3, the quarterfinals. over on the far side, 484 on the 70 dial. Tony Torres will move on to face the winner of this pair. Richard Ross in the near lane. Stacy Bolton, far lane. Richard turns it red. April Suarez, 437. She'll move on to the semifinals. Or I'm sorry, Stacy Bolton goes to semifinals. Next up is going to be Justin Adamson and Ron Ness. Justin in the near lane, Ron Ness in the finals. Justin Adamson, 430 on the 427 dial for Justin here in the near lane. So Justin will move on to the semifinal round. So he will face the winner of this pair. Charlie Johnson in the low part power Jeep up against Kevin Gilmore. Charlie Johnson womping it at the other end. Still in it. Womp, 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 as Joey says. So next round in Pro 3, Justin Adamson and Charlie Johnson will see each other, as well as Tony Suarez versus Stacy Bolton. 4 Jeeps in Pro 3. So now we're down to the Pro 1 final, the Pro 2 final, and the Pro 3 semis and finals. Getting down to it. So next up we got, so Pro 1 final, we got Wes Johnson in the red Larry Minor Motorsports built Jeep against Robert Watanabe in the Watanabe Racing Dragster, the injector small block. Who's everybody got their money on in that one? Yeah, Wes has been running pretty good, dialed right around 374. Robert's been right around 340 dial. Both racers can hit the tree when they need to, and you know they're both going to be on for the final. It's going to be a good one. It actually looks like we're going to go to the Pro 3 semifinal next. So we got 4 cars left in Pro 3. Who's everybody going for in Pro 3? We got Charlie Johnson, Justin Adamson, Tony Suarez, and Stacy Bolton. 4 tough racers. It's going to be a toss-up. Like I said, I believe it'll be Tony Suarez up against Stacy Bolton, and then Charlie Johnson against Justin Adamson. Charlie actually has a shot at a double up today. We'll see if he can do it. He won the Pro Gambler last night. Got a shot at some big money here this evening. Justin Adamson, he's looked really good the last few rounds, out 427 there in Pro 3. So he's the He'll be the fastest car in the Pro 3 class still in. He'll be chasing everybody down. We got Stacy Bolton. She's got many years of sandbag experience. Got her husband Mike. He just towed her up there to the front of the lanes. Wealth of sandbag knowledge. Lots of history in the sport for the Bolton family. And we got Tony Soares. Tony, he was on his game last night. He's runner up in the Pro Gambler. He's looking just as good today. So 4 tough competitors. Who's gonna do it? So we got to vote for Justin. Justin's due for a big win. He's had a little bit of a dry spell lately. Been going a lot of rounds, but he's due for a big win. I believe he won Pro 1 here in Avenal when we were here in April for his last big win. Thanks everybody for tuning in on a Sunday evening, watching the National Sandbag News live stream from Avenal Sandbags in Avenal, California. Beautiful evening here in Central California. Record turnout here for the Avenal Sandbags crew this weekend. Over 300 racer entries. Excellent show from start to finish. These guys have done a great job. So we'll see how things go here as we wrap up the racing action. Down and ready to go for the next round. I think we're putting a little water down in the chat. We're gonna put water on 2 chips of water on both lanes. This ought to be interesting. So getting down towards the end. Check prepped in, get everybody some cool down time and get everything wrapped up here. I've got a midnight flight to catch out of LAX, so this is going to be a little bit of a tight fit to get down there, but we'll see. Hopefully traffic isn't too bad. Typically this race is done by 4 o'clock or so, 3:30, 4 o'clock, but with such a huge turnout this weekend, especially today, it's went a little longer, but it's a good thing. Big car count definitely is great for the association, great for everybody involved, and it's been quite a weekend here. Yeah, I think you're right, Lee. It may be breakout time for these guys. Yesterday, or last night, the chat got pretty fast, actually the last 2 nights. Alright guys, we're getting ready for Pro 3 semifinals. We're getting our winner circle pictures lined up here. Let Jim Rossi up here in a little bit, his top eliminator photo. Pro 3 semifinals. Up first, you're going to have Tony Soares over here in the near lane, up against Stacy Bolton over on the far side. Stacy in the orange Jeep, Tony in the red Jeep. 4 Jeeps left here in Pro 3. So Tony Soares is at 470. Stacy Bolton will be chasing him down with a 438 dial. Win to the far lane, Stacy Bolton, 440 on the 438 dial. She had the reaction time advantage, and we'll move on to the final round. She will face the winner of this pair. Will it be Justin Avenal or will it be Charlie Johnson? Charlie Johnson got the win. 001 light for Charlie Johnson. He ran dead on the dial with a 7, 452.7 on a 452 dial, 8 thousandths package. Justin was 432 on the 427. 8 thousandths of a second package for Charlie Johnson. He's going to the final against Stacy Bolton in Pro 3. So Charlie's got a shot at the double up still. He's in both finals, Pro 2 and Pro 3. Unbelievable job there. Pretty interesting considering Charlie went in and staged first. He hardly ever stages first. He went in and quick staged and it worked out well for him. Alright, so we're down to it. Final round, Pro 1, Pro 2, Pro 3, finals. So what we're down to, 3 runs down the track. I see Pro 1 getting ready. Robert Watanabe's got his helmet on, getting ready to jump in the small block Chevy Power Dragster. He'll be up against Wes Johnson. Wes is getting in, getting buckled in. Pro 1 final. Who's going to get the big money tonight? So we want to thank everybody for checking in with us on the National Sand Drag News live stream. We're in Avenal, California, about halfway between Fresno and Bakersfield for the 2017 Avenal Sand Drags Fall Nationals. quite a weekend of racing here in Central California. Quite a weekend, I would say. So Wes Johnson, Robert Watanabe, they'll be up next. Tractors are off the track. They're getting Watanabe strapped in. So they'll tow his car up, start it, and you're ready to go here in just a few moments. So who's it gonna be? Charlie Johnson and Dustin Adamson will have to race each other in the Pro 2 final. We just saw Charlie win that one. See if he can beat him twice in a row. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Just wave to the camera, Jim. Jim Rossi, your top Eliminator winner. He's coming up for his winner's circle pictures here in just a few moments. We are live. Do you have any sage words of wisdom?
It's okay.
Okay.
What a track.
What a track. We'll give Jim Rossi we'll get the whole story from him for the big race recap.
Oh my God. What a win. That was fantastic.
Jim actually swept both races in Avenal this year. Pretty cool.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And 2 for 2 on the season, right? 2 for 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Great job by Jim Rossi and the team. Got by Mark Whitmore in the final. Mark was on his game all weekend. He just left way early in the final.
He did. And I thought I was way late, as usual. And he surprised me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, you beat him.
Oh yeah.
He was good.
Mark was really good all weekend. I will say that. Mark was good. Taylor was putting down good laps. That semifinal was excellent.
I don't know what happened in the last semi. I ran a 317.
Right.
And it just wasn't there. I actually got run down with the Jeep.
Yeah.
Did a bit of range.
Right. I would say.
I might have lost it on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes better be lucky than good.
Right. Hey, no truer words have been said by Jim. No, it's true though. In drag racing, you gotta have a lot of luck. And here we go. Final round is gonna be Wes Johnson in the near lane and Robert Watanabe in the far lane. Pro 1, final round. And the win on the right side, Robert Watanabe, 341 on the 340 dial. Great job by the whole team. 341 for Robert Watanabe, your Pro 1 winner this weekend here at Avenal Sand Drags. The whole team did a great job from start to finish. The crew goes wild as they go down the return road to pick them up. Excellent job. Great to see that car. Car's got a lot of history in the sport of sand drags and still out here winning rounds, winning races. Good stuff. Looks like the Pro 2 finalists are jumping in, and they'll be up next. Charlie Johnson versus Justin Adamson. Who you got?
No, I would. I don't. I gave an interview. I did good. Actually. And I didn't say what I was doing. Why did I go down the trail? Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is run the last pair. Look at the picture. I'll run upstairs and do stuff. It'll work out.
Yeah, I didn't know. I got to get you someday because this Facebook Messenger thing, I sent you a text. You want it? You never know. Well, it's Tuesday.
You know what I mean?
I know, but you can. Well, you can because I called you. Don't you have two phones? You remember when I used to have
That one's connected. Final round for Pro 2. Charlie Johnson in the far lane, Justin Adamson in the near lane. These two just raced each other in the Pro 3 semifinals and Charlie got the win. Can he beat Justin 2 in a row or will Justin get some revenge on him? Adamson gets the win. 429 on the 422 dial. It looked like Charlie may have ran out of nitrous on that one. 442 was his number, and it was not the normal Charlie pass on the bottle. So, Justin Adamson, great job. Got the win in Pro 2. So now Charlie's going to get another shot at it. He'll be back for the Pro 3 final against Stacy Bolton here in just a few moments. Look at Justin Adamson coming up the return road. He's one happy camper right now. Pro 2 winner here in Avenal today. There he goes. He's ready for his winner circle pictures here in a little bit. But nice job, Justin Adamson, your Pro 2 winner. He won Pro 1 here back at the April event. So, another two-time winner in Avenal this season. So Charlie Johnson coming back around. And we'll have the final of the 2017 Avenal Sand Drags Fall Nationals. Thank you to everybody for tuning in this weekend. Big thank you to the fine folks at Avenal Sand Drags for their great hospitality. And it's been quite a weekend here. So one more run, and then we get to do some winner's circle pictures. I get to get my final results, and then I have to try to get to the airport in time. That'll be fun. Yeah, midnight flight at LAX. This could get interesting.
Car, right?
Huh?
Got a rental car?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'll drive it like you stole it.
I'm going to drive it like I stole it. That's right. That's exactly right. It's going to be an interesting trip. I understand it's traffic is typically pretty heavy this time of day heading that direction.
Yeah, but you might get into it late, so you might be all right.
Okay.
It's 24/7 down there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it always is. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. So I hope everybody's enjoyed the coverage here. We've tried to do as much live as we can this weekend. Got a lot of awesome pictures. I had the camera going a lot this weekend, so hopefully we'll have a very nice race recap highlighting all the winners. We had Jake Morton win top alcohol, Jim Rossi won top eliminator, Pro 1 Robert Watanabe, Pro 2 Justin Adamson. We saw the ATV classes earlier. Motorcycle Pro 1 was Taylor Holmes, Motorcycle Pro 2 Dylan Holmes. So one more final left. Charlie Johnson and Stacy Bolton, the tractors are turning off the track, and we'll have our last run of the weekend coming up in just a moment. Charlie and Stacy are both sitting there, helmets on, ready to go. Tractors are clearing the racing surface. And it's the final. They actually have the final countdown going up there. This is definitely the final countdown. The final run of the weekend. Who's going to do it? Will Charlie Johnson get the win? Or will it be Stacy Bolton? Big money on the line here. $1,500 bonus on top of the normal purse. So the winner's going to walk away with north of $2,500 bucks, I'm thinking. So Charlie Johnson near lane, Stacy Bolton in the far lane. Johnson gets the job done. 452 on the 448 dial. Reaction time edge is what did it. Charlie Johnson is your winner in Pro 3 here today at the 2017 Avenal Sand Drags Fall Nationals. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in this weekend. You've been watching the National Sand Drag News live stream from Avenal Sand Drags. Signing off for the weekend. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.